All right, it's time for the end of day report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger Reports, where we put it in your hands each and every trading day, Sunday through Friday. Well, the end of the week is here. So, I know that some of you are probably a little shocked because didn't have this uploaded in advance like we normally do. So I'll have to make sure that the next one is up on point. But in case you ever don't see my videos posted for whatever reason, just know that I do the morning lives at 8:50. I'm sorry, at 8 o'clock in the morning. All right. So actually, let me take that back. I do it at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York time, Monday through Friday. Those are the pre-market pulse scans. The end of day reports are 8 p.m. Eastern Standard New York time, Monday through Thursday. All right, no end of day reports on Friday. All right, so this is the big day where I give you the intraday price inflection points, i.e., where the markets need to close tomorrow to remain bullish or bearish for the next week's trading. All right, so let's get it. All right, as you know, we do about 30 plus charts per night. That's just how we roll. I like to cover everything. I like to cover all of the forex and the um, stocks and the cryptos, all of that, futures. We do it all. We go in. All right, without further delay, let's knock these out. All right, so here is your Ripple. Okay, as you can see here, Ripple continues to just chill inside of the killer Kumo cloud of confusion and consolidation. There's really nothing there to talk about, to be quite honest. This thing is just at a standstill, like zero momentum, just chilling. We haven't been trending. There's nothing there. The market is neither bullish nor bearish. Even though we're in a bear market, we have a bearish complexion. There is no commitment on either side, long or short. Nothing's really happening. We do get a little bit of production out of our rally and crash alerts, but when the markets are consolidated like this, you're just constantly getting in and out, in and out. You know, it's just really weird. So this one is nothing. Taking a look here at W, which is your Wayfair equity. All right, we got production on the way down with these crash alerts. Now we're in the phase of the rally alert, and nothing has happened. That's 2 days in a row. So we're looking for, it has 3 more days to do something and or until we get another signal. So for right now, we're still watching for a technical bounce and a retracement of some sort. Other than that, this one is still in a correction. So I'm expecting the market to continue to move sideways with a bearish bias. All right. Taking a look here at the bond market, TLT is the ticker. All right. You can see this market's also consolidated. Majority of the markets are consolidated, folks. No trending right now. No breakouts or breakdowns. The bond market is just hanging on by a thread. Nothing to see there. Next market is the Swan. This is the one you want to get long, doing bullish markets, which this market is bullish, but in a bear market, this one usually will maintain less of a pullback. So the best time to really buy this is when the equity markets are coming out of a bear market. All right, but right now, that's not the case. Nothing going on there. Taking a look at the S&P 500, ticker SPY, and we now have a crash alert for tonight into Friday's trading. All right, so this market, for the most part, needs to close above 293.35 if it is going to maintain any type of bullish momentum. If it's going to get people to get long, it's going to have to stay above 293.35. A close below that does open the door for more selling next week. Now, I know next week is a shortened trading week. Monday's a holiday, so you got a 3-day weekend, which means that when Tuesday rolls around, you could see a little downside action. So we'll be looking out for that. All right, taking a look now at SLV, looking at silver. As you know, I did take a small position, a long position in silver, and I did also in the gold futures. Got stopped out of both of those. Did not reverse and get short. Was not interested in shorting those at this time. I just stood aside. Now, I am still long the Russell futures, though. Isn't that interesting? So, am I, as far as position right now? I don't feel really any type of way. So, if I do, I'll let you know. But on this one here, this SLV, it has a crash alert for tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to get any more downside. I'm thinking that the downside is limited, but we'll see. But we got a crash alert on the SLV. We do got these gaps that, we talked about that needs to be filled. And it's kind of looking like that's what the market wants to do. It wants to fill those gaps sooner rather than later, build a support, prove the bull market, and then take off like a rocket. All right, so actually, for this one, if it's going to say, no, I'm not pulling back, a close below 1582 is bearish. A close above 1582 is bullish. All right. Moving on to the triple Q, NASDAQ 100. Crash alert for tomorrow's trading here too. Market needs to close above 227.90. A close above $227.90 is bullish. Below that is bearish. Taking a look at the OIH crude oil market, still nothing going on here. But we do got a crash alert for tomorrow. This one, when you're in the Kumo cloud like this and there's no momentum whatsoever, there's nothing really to talk about. This market is just pretty much dead in the water. Taking a look at the Mexican peso, we're still moving down. All right, so the bias is to the downside. If the market's going to put in a short-term bottom, it needs to close above 23.45.16. All right, 23.45.16 puts in the short-term bottom. If we close above that, closing below it, well, more of the same. We're looking for the market to possibly fall off the cliff here and get below the Kumo cloud. Taking a look now at Litecoin, which is in a bear market, but like the others, it is consolidating outside of the Kumo cloud. But technically, the momentum is a mess because it doesn't exist. It's non-existent. Nothing to see or really talk about here either for now. Moving right along to the junk bond, JNK. Got a crash alert for tomorrow in the bonds, in the JNK junk bonds, ETF. All right, that's what's up there. We'll get an idea if the market can close below $99.10, then we know mad selling is on the way. A close above 99.10 would actually be bullish for this ETF. All right, taking a look at the real estate, commercial real estate, ticker IYR, which is in a bear market and trapped in the Kumo cloud of death. So it's consolidated, nothing going on here either, nothing to see, moving right on. Taking a look at the HDGE, it's not time to buy it yet, obviously, because nothing's happening. We do got a rally alert, though. The last rally alert was productive, and the one before that was productive. Perhaps we've hit a bottom. So we got a rally alert in this one tomorrow, which could be a sign that the equity market is about to roll over. We will see. This is in a bear market with the momentum pointing down, meaning that we could be not done with selling. If this market's going to put in a short-term bottom, it needs to close above $5.54 tomorrow. Failure to do so opens the door for more selling. Looking at HACK, ticker HACK, we got a crash alert. The last crash alert was productive as well. Trendline support is in play around the $40 to $39.50 mark. This market, if it's going to put in a short-term bottom and rally instead of correcting, it needs to close above $42.06 tomorrow. A close below that is bearish. Moving on to gold, ticker GLD. Got a crash alert here. All right, if it's going to put in a short-term bottom, it needs to close above 163.11. Failure to do that would open the door to more selling and potentially cause the market to drop back down to the 150s. Moving right along to GLDX. I'm sorry, GTXJ. I gave you a ticker that didn't even exist. All right, so GTXJ, the gold miners ETF. We got this crash alert we're coming out from. We got production today. I'm looking for a continuation of this into tomorrow toward the trend line support down here near that $40 mark. All the market needs to do is close above $46.55 to put in a short-term bottom tomorrow. A close below that, though, is bearish. Taking a look at GBTC now, looking at the Bitcoin futures ETF, we got a crash alert, and we actually are getting production out of it. Trendline supports down here at that $9.50 handle we were talking about the other day. So this one just needs to close above $11.06 if it's going to put in a short-term bottom. Failure to do that would open the door to more selling, and we'll see what happens in tomorrow's trading. Moving right along, the Ethereum ETF, ETHE. We have a secondary crash alert for tomorrow. I'm looking for this one to start testing the lower end of the Kumo cloud. All this needs to do is close above $103.68 to save itself from that. A close below that is bearish. Chances of us closing above that tomorrow is slim to none. All right, so that one is out of here. Next one, let's move to the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract. Crash alert for tomorrow. Market needs to close above 29.23.5 to maintain a bullish outlook. A close below that, well, that would be bearish for next week's trading. Moving right along, taking a look at the Ethereum, ETH, the Ethereum. All right, so the Ethereum's already testing the trend line support. It needs to close above $205.73 by Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A close below that is bearish. DNN, nothing to see here, still consolidated, and momentum is non-existent. The patient has coded on the table. Taking a look at CCJ. CCJ is doing nothing. Now, this is a miraculous pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row of going absolutely nowhere. CCJ said it was a bummer today, no rally. Yeah. Well, we had a rally alert, but we got nothing, no production. So we're still within that zone, though. Until we get another signal, we're still in the rally alert mode for 3 to 5 days. So this thing still has some more time to do what it's going to do. But if this is going to serve as a short-term bottom and not a resistance with a forthcoming drop, this market needs to close above $10 tomorrow. Failure to close above $10 tomorrow is bearish for this particular stock. All right, moving right along. Beyond Meat. All right, so Beyond Meat is consolidating up here. This is the main range right here, this bar right here. We got a crash alert for tomorrow, but we're consolidated. So I'm going to let you know that a close below 137.35 is bearish. A close above that is basically putting in a short-term bottom. All right. Moving right along. Bitcoin Futures Composite Index. You know, we got this crash alert here, and we finally got some production. Trendline supports down here around the 8,500 mark. This market needs to close above $9,467.09 in order to put in a short-term bottom. Failure to close above that by Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard New York time would open the door for more selling for next week in your Bitcoin. Moving right along to the US dollar index, nothing to see here, more of the same, consolidation and a flatline momentum. Moving right along, the Dow Futures. Dow Futures has a crash alert for tonight and tomorrow's trading. Needs to close above 24,213 to put in a short-term bottom. Failure to close above that, though, is bearish for the Dow. Moving right along. All right, the Russell Futures. The Russell, which I made my hustle, has a crash alert for tonight and tomorrow. I'm still holding a long position. So I will be tightening up my stop on that, and then we'll see what happens. We'll leave the rest to the market, see what it is the market wants to do. The last crash alert was productive. The one before that was also productive. So I don't know. And the one before that was a little productive, and the one before that one was productive, and so on and so forth. You get the picture. So it's probably going to happen. We'll see. We shall see. All right, moving right along. Crude oil futures, top of the Kumo cloud, right? Look, man, this one needs to close above $31.63 to maintain a bullish outlook. A close below that, though, is bearish. And we go down, down, down. We shall see what crude oil has in store. The NASDAQ 100 futures contract, which has been the most bullish of all, has a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. What this market needs to do to maintain a bullish outlook is simply close above 93.14. If it can close above 93.14, it can maintain a bullish outlook. A close below that, though, would be very bearish for this market. All right, let's see. Can you look at JDST? Let's see here. J to the D to the S to the T. All right, let's see here. All right, as you know, inverse ETFs, there's nothing here. Looking at this won't help because this is not the main market, but I pulled it up so you can see it anyway. The chart is, as you can see, jacked up. What you want to do is take a look. Remember the numbers I gave you for the GDXJ? That's what you want to look at, all right? And then if you want to do a cross comparison of apples to apples, you go to the JNUG, okay? Now you pull up JNUG's chart, of course, it's going to be contingent upon what GDXJ does too. You see these markets have gone nowhere. Look at this. This is just a flat line. That's why I don't look at them. Plus they messed those up anyway when they did all the things that they did to them. So what you do is GDXJ, which I already covered. All right, this is what you go by. GDXJ determines JNUG and JDST. As this market goes, they go. Crash alert was productive today. I'm expecting more downside. If GDXJ does not close above $46.55 tomorrow, it is bearish, which means that your JDST should take off, okay? So that's how that works. Everything's contingent upon your GDXJ, all right? All right, so that's what's up, man. We're done. We knocked it out. We did the darn thing. So I will see the rest of you guys in the AM for the pre-market pulse scan. And of course, there will be no end of day report because, as you know, I kick off my weekend early. That's just how we do that. That's just what we do. But looking here at the Russell, give me just a second. I want to check a few things here with this Russell. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, on this one, pretty much the stop. I'm keeping it the same, so I'm not going to touch my stop. My stop will be my stop. And I think my entry, my stop and reverse is the same as well. Let me just double check. I'll let you know in just a second. Yeah. Yep. 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 So not touching it. I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let it rock. And then I'll let you know what's up after that, okay? So right now I'm holding it now. I'm holding the Russell futures long overnight, and then we'll reassess and tomorrow we'll see how it works, how it moves. If it don't do nothing, then we'll see. I have to figure it out. I may or may not hold over the weekend. It just depends. Markets, like I said, are very consolidated right now, not doing a whole lot. So my rule of thumb usually is if I'm not really in profit and I haven't been stopped out as like I'm in jeopardy of that, I just let the market rock. I let the market decide what it's going to do. So I'm just using the recommended stops on the report, and that's what I'm done. And it just so happens that because of the consolidation of the movement and the price action today, the stop loss remains the same. So it is what it is at this point in time. So not touching a thing. I'm gonna let it rock. All right. So that's all I got for now. I will holler at the rest of you in the trading room, and everyone else, I will holler back in the AM. And remember, what's that? Oh, GE. Look, heck if I know. I don't know. What do you think? All right, let me hook you up with the GE. Let's see. I don't even know what GE did today, but we're about to find out. Let's see what GE got. Crystal ball, what do you have to say for GE after all? All right, so it's still under the rally alert right now. It's still under a rally alert until we get another alert. There's been no production yet. All right, no production on the rally alert. The market's just been kind of grinding sideways here. Not a lot going on at all. So we're gonna have to wait and see what the market does. Basically, it needs to close above $6.23 if it's going to keep the door open for a rally for next week. A close below $6.23, though, is bearish. All right. Other than that, that's all I got on it, man. That's all I got on that one. It is pretty cheap, though. My goodness, I'm not used to seeing GE at $6, man. What in the? Let me look at this. Looking at the monthly chart here. Okay, so at some point, yeah, GE was over $60, and now we're down to $6. General Electric used to be the darling. Didn't Warren Buffett own GE at some point? Right? Yeah, GE is jacked up. It's not, man, goodness. Oh, well. Yeah, so that's it for GE, man. Nothing going on. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out. Peace.